criminal facilitation, criminal solicitation, and criminal conspiracy. Honorable Abu Kamara, District 15, Montserrado County, and Honorable Jacob C. Debbie, District 3, Grand Buda County, were reportedly present at multiple planning meetings and facilitated logistical support, including coordination with actors inside and outside of the Capitol building. Their involvement underscores a deeper level of political motivation and conspiracy behind what was initially perceived as an isolated act of vandalism. The both are hereby charged under the revised Penal Code of Liberia: arson, criminal mischief, reckless endangering another person, criminal attempt to commit murder, criminal facilitation, criminal solicitation, and criminal conspiracy. Honorable Dixon W. Sebo, District 16, Montserrado County, was identified through financial transactions and witness testimony as a key financier. Funds originated from his office were allegedly dispersed to conspirators during a clandestine meeting in Jalatan December 17th, one day before the main attack. He also facilitated the escape and provided protection for key suspects linked to the investigation. As such, Honorable Sebo is charged with the following under the revised Penal Code of the Republic of Liberia: arson, criminal mischief, reckless endangering another person, criminal attempt to commit murder, criminal facilitation, criminal solicitation, and criminal conspiracy. These individuals, though holding or having held position of influence, are not exempt from accountability. The Liberia National Police is finalizing additional legal instruments to ensure that all persons, regardless of status, are subject to law and brought before the court where the evidence exists. Listen, let the jury decide. You can think whatever you want to think, you can believe whatever you want to believe. There's remarkable work here, there's high evidence. We're sending one of the strongest cases the Grand Security have ever been to court, and we'll let the jury decide. Honorable Priscilla Cooper, District number 5, Montserrado County, has been charged under the revised penal code with a criminal mischief, reckless endangering another person, criminal attempt to commit murder, criminal facilitation, criminal solicitation, and conspiracy. Criminal facilitation and conspiracy. Sorry. We also have charged in absentia Ms. Grace Johnson, who was the Chief of Staff, Chief of Protocol of Honorable Kofa's Office and Patient Assessment, Chief of Office Staff of Honorable Kofa's Office as well, and Amos Kofa, the elevator technician within the maintenance department of the Capitol building, are all charged with the following under the revised penal code: arson, criminal mischief, reckless endangering another person, criminal attempt to commit murder, criminal facilitation, criminal solicitation, and criminal conspiracy. The destruction of the Capitol building's joint chambers represent a direct assault on the foundation of our democracy and governance. Some of the suspects identified are being held at the Memorial Center Prison awaiting trial. The prosecution will proceed with full appeal.
And they know why. Probably because of the strong stance that the corporate has been taking in the same time. Asilo Meta thought it was to not invite the corporate as we. And that would not stop us from escalating our views and our opposition to the renewal of the MDA about the next amendment. Because probably from Nimba and maybe a few people from Bong and Grand Bassa, we don't have the numbers probably to vote no. And so that is the reason why this time around we are asking that we be part of the process from the beginning. Because after the negotiations, when those things come here, you either use your number to pass it or you use your number to reject it. And we are saying no, that's the wrong way to go about it. we from the affected counties, especially Nimba, where we are under pressure from our people to get the best deal for them, we have to be involved, within these negotiations so that we can make some of the things that were just left at the whims and caprice of Mitan. Some of the things that were just left on a social corporate responsibility, whether Mitan wants to do it or not, we can do it. We want to make them a line item within the MDA to ensure that when it gets passed, nobody will have an excuse. Because part of the problem that we have on a social corporate responsibility of AMA is that if you agree, okay, we will face the road, we'll build school, we'll improve hospitals, that's on a CSR. You only do social corporate responsibility when you make profit. And at the end of the day, because of the transfer prices that I continue to emphasize, Mita will always report a loss. They will always report a loss and say, okay, we didn't make money this year, so we can fix the road. That's how you see that road then lying in ruins for all the years. So this is our plan to be part of the negotiation process.
So just a follow-up, just a follow-up to ask you a question. I mean, there is a government. None of actually created this court, but there is a government. I'm concerned about the kind of conversation we have with the president who's also being concerned about things like welfare, giving job. What has the president said?
The president is in line with whatever will improve the lives of the people. A 10-year program does not in any way suggest that maybe the president thinks otherwise with what we think. No, we think the same way. And I guess at the appropriate time when the INCC reports to the president, he will be making a own procedure known to the press. But until then, we have a duty and obligation to the people of Nimba, and the reports that confidence is ought to stand by them. So we don't even need the approval of anybody else to make this call.
What do you make of the report concerns some of your local staff
negotiation? And at least let the deal meet the aspiration of the people. The Senate has given me their backing that they will be standing the house. So it is based upon that you see us drawing all of these plans because we know fully well that our police will stand by us. We are encouraging members of
purpose. It is also a national holiday in South Africa. This is a day that we come to reaffirm and recommit our commitment in ensuring that African children are provided better education, African children are provided better welfare, in ensuring that their potentials, their dreams are fulfilled. Against this backdrop, that's why you saw it that we cannot come to this event to speak to say we're providing better education to African children just by word of mouth, but we're able to provide scholarship opportunities that the students will be selected by the administration and they will do their own vetting. All we want to know is to ensure that the fee is paid. That's why you saw us today. We did not only pronounce, but we made a contribution of $70,000 as part payment against the next year fees. It is my hope and prayer we can still hoping at least we can be zero balance done with the payment of the 10 students.
Hello, what do you make of Liberian children? I mean, in line with the culture of the country. Today, we see this activity depicts the real culture of Liberia. How can you consider this day and the actuality?
Well, I don't want to narrow this to Liberian culture. This is the African culture. This is the beauty of Africa. There were a lot of performances. If you were opportune to have come earlier, we have witnessed this occasion before. Africa has a rich culture, so it is left with us to ensure that the potentials of Africa are manifesting the potential. The children of Africa gain their full potential. But remember this also, it's not only to say we have potential. In order for this potential to be seen, there should be some level of work that should be exhibited or put in. The students saw.
I'm expecting such anger on the basis of the nonsense happening on Capitol building. And the question, but those who put the building are the 1 year. I guess why you ask why I said so, because, oh my man, the government got evidences. The boy from how you call him, they should now update. I went to the police out there expensive. You know, that's generally a part of the story. I'm not really angry with that song. some people who not reasoning. And I'm not angry. I am not angry though. That's the interpretation. You cannot draw me onto what I'm angry or not. I'm talking and say I'm not angry. But I put it inside there, but you know, all of them, Abu Banakama, all of them. But you asking me to show that the evidence here. This is the evidence. This is the evidence. Now, but then leave from there and go and substantiate your evidence. I am very confident. But it's not what I am a core policy of the United Party. I'm a son of a corporate like you, my friend. Let me tell you something. I'm a son of a corporate like my friend.
It's just a waste of our time. Waste of our time. And it's something that we need to talk about. You can't bring a police officer who goes to the bar for 7 different times testifying lies, saying that I am charged because I was sitting in a car. According to him, I heard conversation. I didn't report it. Is that why you waste my time? But we'll sue the government after this. Yeah, it's a waste of my time. I sat in the car. According to him, I sat in the car. I sat in the car where people were talking. Yeah, I did not report it to the police. Is that my business? If it was that, is that why you waste my time? You put me into self-beach for what? Because according to him, I sat in the car. This is our waste of our time. But we are here. We're going to follow this thing to the logical conclusion.
Is there video evidence that you were saying?
No, he said you heard a recording from an open source.
But you know the people don't have a case. The so lies for help. Lies for help. Help. How crazy that would be. Even when I don't have sense to use my official vehicle for my colleagues and I to be in and talk those senseless things that I heard. It's senseless. No video evidence. Nothing. Just our right. Everybody know our right official.
Even my brother that tested money because she was not working, she was not talking. When they test when people see what I want to do, every time people when they come here for the medicine, they she was not working. Our pay for in your she was not coming for some now she got wash, she going in bathroom, she going for sex.
I gave it a badge and then you get category. The call about okay.
Now, I said, you see, I for away you. Can I hang on the little food?
Well, I was suffering for 7 years, going up and down, no way. When I heard about you, I go to Toya about the medicine from buying this medicine. I'm feeling healthy than the way I was before. So my people who listen to me, the medicine, the good medicine, that make me to be alive today, got the first, second this medicine.
So what kinds of sickness you were suffering from?
Our foot problem. Yes, my foot problem.
Okay. How long that was working you? You said 7 years, right?
7 years.
Okay, thank you. You are welcome.
I'm well now.
Rush now and buy this medicine, Mary Maga Hot Tea, for some more money. The Mary Maga Hot Tea medicine is sold for $350 $11. The whole week, 7 days dose is just 5,600 LD. In Montserrat County here, Morovia, Liberia, the people, when you go to Bonafan, opposite Makumba, Bendu Tissue Factory, right beyond the block factory, you will see the people office that they Mary Maga Hot Tea people. They're going to be sending the Mary Maga Hot Tea to you. For more information, you can call the following numbers: 0777 444 591, 0770 913361 and 0776 36 9805. And if you want to buy this Mermaga Hot Tea medicine, that's more money. The whole week, 7 days dose is just 5,600 LD. If you buy the medicine here, you take all of the dose, my sister, my brother, all of your sicknesses you've been suffering with gonna be cured. And so rush now and you will live happily.
do we get there? Do we sit and think on some of these things? And there are folks who believe that, but people who are currently back home on ground, struggling to find food for themselves, struggling for shelter, salary will fluctuate, delay, all in. And you just imagine folks who are outside of Liberia, who got the Middle East currently into something else. Every single person in the West calling for the escalation of the conflict, and it's still going on. Israel, Iran, releasing missiles to one another, one of Liberians in Iran, in Israel. These are things at times we try to think about. What's happening in Palestine? You know. And all of these things, there are folks who are asking their citizens to move, but where can they move now? These are some of the global issues. We sit back home and we think there are some global issues that will directly or indirectly affect us. Iran, also a country with a good amount of oil reserve. One of the oil depots was hit. How that affect us? We just don't know. We need to look at these things. And that's why we have said there's a need for the president to have his cabinet crisis that will be on standby to fix some of these things. We are here. Oh, the oil price, this one going up in the international market. And we heard a whole lot of things. In Yemen, because of the route, the Houthis rebel are always targeting cargo continuum vessels and all of these things. So we are having problems. And so importers will say, no, we want to put 50 cents or we'll put 25 cents or $1 on it. And these things come right back to us. Sometimes the only thing you want to talk about the politics just on the ground. But you don't think about when you sit and look at how things connect, how you are part and parcel of the global community. You're concerned about, oh, let's go protest. Let's go have the other press conference. The rice price high. Why is it high? You are not asking. You are not investigating. You are not reading. Why are we having shortage of petroleum on the market? These are political commodities. And when you have a country that have a say in that, to some extent, whether that 1, 2, 3%, you must be concerned. They are not asking people to leave Tehran, the capital. And we see what's going on there. Donald Trump asked people to move from the capital or Iran to Iran to go. People should leave. To some extent, a lot of folks today are confused. How many Liberians there? Liberians are all over the world. Liberians have become travelers now. Some of them attending university closed. I was listening to the BBC this morning, one of the professors who he was also talking. How do people even leave the city? Because the airspace, you can't even try it. People will have to leave on foot. How that affect us? The president was on BBC this morning. He was even being asked about what is taking place in Gaza. The Palestinian and the Israeli. You get a fine answer. and talking about our relationship to America. And he said America still remain a strong ally to us. But Liberia is a country, a sovereign nation that put our people first, and to some extent we have to make decisions that best suit the people of the nation. He was being very smart, up to the task with all of the questions that were placed before him. On Newsday, and you see, we are caught up into a lot of conflicts in the world. We have students, my various students were in Ukraine study. When other countries were sending for the citizens, asking them to go to this place, sending plane. We were telling our people back then, y'all go high, y'all go in the bushes. You just so difficult. In the words of Martin Luther King, he said, what affects one directly affects all indirectly. Some of you have television, put it on. You get, when you see, it reminds you of the war days in Liberia, but not as compared to, because we didn't have those type of weapons that they used from Israel, between Israel and our neighbor, where they are sharing one another, and people die in the process. People die. War leaders are calling for ceasefire, calling for people to stop it because children stole shops, clothes. But we think that we sometimes when we look at politics things like that, we disconnect ourselves from global issue. We disconnect ourselves from global issue. But when there's a sitting government, they confronted the issues and they will tell you it is not just limited to Liberia, it's a global issue. But how prepared are we when we're watching these things happen? What are our fallback position? What measure we put it into place? Take it or leave it. We heavily depend on importation of a lot of things that we eat and use in Liberia. Our staple food, we are not the one who got the balance for it. It's been imported. Rice, clothes. None of the clothes are wear. Shoes, sneakers, slippers. When will we decide to say, look, we need to be to some level independent? We need to see how best we can send people abroad for study or bring people that we think we can establish some of the institutions, some of the industries that we can also produce and export and add value to what we export, and not just keep taking our raw material, selling it up without any value chain. Then when it comes back, we pay heavily for it to use it. Our iron ore will go. When steel rods and other things are made, brought back to Liberia, we pay heavily to carry on construction. We see these things. We close our eyes. The issue of politics in Liberia is just to contain, 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 contain. And when you are given the chance to serve, you come back to the very same people and tell them that why you inherited. But why in opposition, you got solutions to all of the problems that you identify. And when the people are convinced and give you that chance to serve, you go back to them with the very same thing. That is a system we inherited. We never entered chorus. We have seen that for pretty close to 2 decades. Same old excuses keep coming. Attitudes of officials of government just almost the same. You got few who are having knife steps, fighting, but they need to do their best. And there are some who are on holidays, total license, giving a chance to serve the people. We want this. We want that. And we're leaving a whole lot of things behind. We're leaving a whole lot of things behind that will catch up with us tomorrow. Will meet up with us tomorrow. See the number of other reports done by the GAC and ask for the political way and action from the past to the present. Though we have seen some actions or recent suspension, but we need a full-scale audit or investigation. Look, before this government came to power, there were a lot of investigations done from the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, the LCC, under the former President George Weah, and the chairperson at the time at the LCC, Councillor Martin. And those reports were forwarded after the investigation was formally done, and charges were being leveled and were forwarded to the Ministry of Justice for prosecution, for trial of those cases. We know at times it's going to take some time because, you know, in some cases, financial investigation or prosecution is something that requires strong evidences. You will not just because those who are going to prosecute, those who are going to investigate, those who are going to audit. Imagine you talking about somebody taking $5 million or $10 million and you've been paid $200, $300. You have to have strong facts. Your prima facie should be very strong enough that we give the court the time to say yes. We have had enough. The pieces of evidence before us to tell us we can start this matter now. But we stay struggling for that. And that's why you see at times, from all sides, you say, oh, the government is not willing to fight corruption. The government is not willing to fight corruption. It is not so. There are some corruption cases, yes. You will want to blame government because some of the cases are cases that they already know and it's not as large. And you can see sometimes the glaring facts. But you know, the court is the court. The magistrate or the judges, those people up there, they know what stage they will have to reach to start prosecution. But from the look of things, we have conducted too many audits. And this is just one of the first of a kind, unprecedented, that the GAC had to even conduct audit in the offices of the president, the Ministry of State, from the past to the present. And we're waiting for action. We're waiting for proper investigation for the president to start taking action. We can't keep talking about roads, hospital. Our teachers should be well paid, doctors, nurses, security people. And few of people will just decide to put their hands into the national cupboards or whatever and then use it. And when you say they're very, no. The Public Account Committee. Let me just say the Public Account Committees at the national legislature. They did the imposition of a lot of audits that were conducted, given to them. Where's the action? They got those reports in their hand, audit report. They got it. But the bottom line here, you don't want to be audited, so you don't go after people that audit have already been conducted, audit have already been done, and the report compiled and given to you. So the political way in fighting corruption is going to be difficult. The executive will have to take some action with the people, but in there, where do the action come from? One of the lawmakers was mandating the president, he asked the president to mandate the GSC to audit them. The auditors are prepared and ready. But will you people be willing to open up to be audited? That Liberians get to know that, look, you are there for the purpose of moving Liberia forward. You will hear one lawmaker tell, we corrupt, they tell all the kind of money, boastfully saying they making it look like he's fighting for the people. We collect that money, they give us money. Yeah, but you did not give back that money that you claim corrupt. Or to say, yeah, I will use this money. I will use this money in my hospital or in my district. I will use this money to put drugs in the clinic and hospitals in my district. But you only come to the people and tell the people that they gave you money, and the money they give you, the money corrupt. But you do not give back the money. You do not save. So what the essence of even coming to tell us? When the people are complaining, one lawmaker will take, you get that 30, and we will come up. We want to be audited. No report where everything you people do over there, you do it by numbers. In Liberian people, when you talking these things, you don't care. Do you know how many audits that are being conducted? And people are still walking scot-free around here from the past to the present. Millions of dollars on a daily basis, or probably yearly, will go missing in thin air. And the folks will cry, and at 8 o'clock this morning we'll have the folks from Marie Magar, for Life Healing Center International, Marie Magar Hotlines. You're going to be here this morning. You'll have a chance to interact with them. But as it stands, this is where we are. We have to change the narratives. We have to change the way we feel politics and how we manage our country, how we speak on to issues, how you behave while you're in opposition, how you behave while you're in position. You can win election and still be in campaign mood. You win election, you still having problem with people that you contested with. And this is something that becoming normal and having its space gradually. When political party get defeated and one party wins, 2-3 parties will just put themselves in one group and make themselves a united force in opposition to confront the ruling government. They will see all the problems while they are together. We collaborated with one person in that collaboration, one person has a problem with the government of the day and being taken to court. They follow. They will go there and say in solidarity. But as the time draws nearer for elections, you find a division, they go on apart. They go on apart. What sort of politics you call that? Look around and ask what is changing. Promises should bring fulfillment. You condemn, you condemn, you condemn, you condemn, you condemn. See what is trending on the social media. How people are hiding, people are doing this, people doing that. But you look at some of the things, when you say it, people want to get vexed. You're thinking about the people. Walk the street and see the destitution in the faces of the people, the anger. But we all want to just talk about politics. Too many real issues we're leaving behind. Too many. Powerful nations around the world, they are at war. And you heavily depend on them in some other way or what or not. One way or the other, you rely on them. But you have what it takes to be a giant on the continent, the kind of resources. But the priority is to have those nations develop better economy and all of these things. Like we have said repeatedly, we need a total reform of our laws in this country. We need review of some of the concessions. We can take ownership of some of these things that we see people coming with black bear and say they're investing very like, well, what's the investment? Liberians are here. 2-3 business people can get together. They can have their own mining company, their own logging company. They can have their own, you just name it. We say people just extract without manufacturing. Other countries, that's the first thing when you sit on the table to talk to some of the leaders in other countries in Africa. They put their people first. You will have to do manufacturing of 50% of what you will export in this country. You don't like it, the person go. We got what they want. But you place yourself in a position that the thing that the people take it from here, you don't got use for it. So anything they give you, they hold it. It's not useful. Politicians, redirect. The strength you got to go and mobilize people across the country, which is your right to protest, will gain them nothing. And these are some of the things they call it showmanship. You want to show how strong you are. You want to show politically you are. Your presence stay strong around the country. You can put men and women together and call for a nationwide strike or nationwide protest. And behind the scene, there are folks who will call you to negotiate with you. Don't be surprised. Sometimes we'll say that you people, sometimes these people they put themselves together because they have some influence to some extent, and their name, a household name. They will hear you. They will threaten government with protest, and they are some very good folks in government and outside government that know how to mediate, that know how to shut down some of these things. They are good. There are a lot of strategists they will put into place. Behind the scene, they receive the bright envelope and they sit down. The ambassador. Good morning.
Good morning, and good morning to the team and our folks out there. I want to say good morning to all of you. It's great. And this country matter must be perceived in the minds of folks as important. Liberia is the patrimony that we have, and that we should protect its interests. And literally, you say the people. You can live or go about doing whatever you want to do without the people. And if your interest will be to the people, then sincerity and prosperity must judge you upon. You know, with all of what things are going on, all of the issues are going on, Ambassador, like you mentioned earlier on, there's a current reality that Liberians are suffering, to be frank with you. It is very, very much pathetic. It is only because the way, form, and manner in which those they chose as leaders are treating them. And it's appalling. On a very serious note, it is. Those who represent the people are not in their interest. They say a lot, but are not in the interest of those very people. They say what they are. And it has come to the point that leaders are openly acknowledging corruption. They say it boldly in their faces. And the few ones that benefit from such a process are the ones that endorse or support those issues that they are into. But to be frank, Liberians are suffering. Like the ambassador said, if Liberians are part of the national cake, part of the engagement process, developmental issues, if they are solely and wholly involved, sincerely, you will see them protecting our interests. And who? The people. Ambassador, this morning, as early as this morning, after 7 o'clock, I saw a middle-aged woman in the red light area when I got her from the bike, selling this thing they use to let fire, right? The THHE, where they take it from the rubber farm.
Yeah.
This is bring a benefit from when they go haul the THHE and bring it and sell it. People use it to let fire. Even the big shots, horses are all being used to let fire now. The master has earlier this morning, the woman said anything, I see the woman sleeping. I got so much down in my spirit. As early as this morning, it showed to you the level at which things are. Let me just go out there. I will put it out. Somebody will buy $5, $10. And the only way I will eat today. Let me just go. Imagine how the night was. But those who say they're a leader, they're not concerned. like you mentioned, they take monies and boldly tell the person they will take the money. But what is money being used for? You taking money on behalf of the people. But what are the monies used for? The people who need you taking the money for, they don't have it, it's not having any impact in their life. And our leaders need to divorce themselves from this politicking process. Politics is normal, right? Yeah. But your real self must be seen where you are. What's the love? What's the care? What's that human process in you that said, let me go represent my people? Where is it? You think you just did it for the fact that a few people will benefit and the rest leave as such? No! You did it that the majority should benefit because it was the majority that placed you at that level. Let the majority see themselves in the picture, in the photo. Because you can't need a majority to get where you are or where you want to be. And when you get there, then the minority become a primary concern. Not even minority, a minute portion of the citizenry who made you to be there are the ones who can feel your presence. It's a sheer deception in our country. Like Ambassador mentioned earlier on, this is the reason why our accountability and transparency aspect of this country need to be taken very serious. There are several allegations in this country, and more often it's just leading thin air. There are several things that are being investigated in this country that folks should be brought to book, that folks should benefit.
And you know, one of the things I think that this government needs to get away from now. The president has suspended too many people for corruption allegation. Suspension. Sometimes the leader they be replaced, and we don't get any all kinds of these things. The GSA is conducting audit. Let LTA there again. The acting chairman is being suspended by the president. Where do we go? Will we have a result at the end of the day?
More than 400 persons were suspended in this country. Few have rather started the presidency saying the people there they don't do the needful. What we going? We stay weak.
We stay on NAFA. We stay with no card.
Yeah, with no reason. You stay with LDA.
Yeah, we stay having the issue with the former finance minister and his people from FIA and all of these things.
Where are we?
If we can look at one big financial case, because we will not have the time to tackle. Normally, you just say we don't have money, we don't have money. So if we will look at one of the cases after the audit being conducted and just have a clear focus, we go for Nokai, get the people ready, or we go for NAFA, because so many people want to see their name clear from the public. And there are people who want to see as to whether they were corrupt or not with these allegations on them. The Public Account Committee at the level of the House of Representatives, the House of Senate, they got all the reports before them. But they want people to carry all the report to them, but they don't want to be audited. How do we go in front? When you have big stormy block, and some of the key decisions that are made that's the theater of politics. The legislative branch of government, but the cabinet,
the function that's the reason why they were established. Okay, to advocate, to speak in the interest of the very people.
Because some of the very people that are being suspended today for corruption allegation, they were the one who confirmed them. So you should be asking yourself the kind of people you send to the people.
Suspension. And they have been the highest.
We had the same issue in the previous government. Suspension. They took 100 and some more cases to the Ministry of Justice from LACC. It led there today. We still.
How then do we see or think that this will work out? No, we have to wake up. What are we doing with the laws that we have? These laws are all in the interest of the people. But if the laws are very much powerless, then what is the essence? And at the end of the day, when the outside world paint us a picture of what's happening here, we get angry with them. But we're making it. Like the last time we're asking, the folks there at the disaster management, the National Disaster Management Agency said more than 60,000 persons will be affected. What are we doing about this? What are we doing? Is it just to inform the people what will happen to them? Is there any precautionary measures that has been put into place that relieve them? And let it be done. Because like brothers, I heard words, the promises, the talks are all being filled in our ears. If today those things will not come to reality, Liberia will be far from where it is. But nobody. So it's just a normal thing. It is a normal thing now that the people will just hear these talks, and others will take the bold step and commit these acts against the citizens. What comes out of it? Nothing. Nothing. We need to rethink. And our leaders, it's not about politics. You say you will do this. What's going on? Like the government a few days ago certificated several institutions and say yes, these people are performing, and there are several left out. What shall we do? LACRA came out at the most best performing, that total certificates. Those certificates are going to go there as accolades. They put on the wall or on the shelves. People come and say, yeah, we're the best, we're the best. The benefit to the people. Those ones who never did anything, what are we going to do with them? Are we still going to live in a state where we pamper people and keep the rest of the citizens in abject poverty? Like the pastor mentioned, there are serious confrontation going with the country. Those countries will depend on. Those countries we are seeking refuge. And at 8 o'clock, we will join our sponsor here this morning, Marie Maga, and we are open to business. You remember, since this program been on, one of the ambassador and I have been hearing with this issue, right? And a lot of folks have taken interest in it, but the real true folks behind this thing, the Marie Maga family, will be here with us at 8 o'clock. They have already arrived, but at 8 o'clock, when you will take them and you will now talk to the people who behind this Marie Maga thing. You will talk to them, and all of your questions, those who have not gone to the offices of Marie Maga, who have not called them yet, will have the opportunity to interact with them and ask questions. So it's good that you join us at 8 o'clock this morning for the Marie Maga, our sponsor this morning. But this is what we are. We can't keep, we turn around in one circle like we're making progress, but nothing happening. Nothing. What have we done? You say flawed. And I've been flooding every reading season across. And one thing, like I said to some folks, I said, you see that when we hear flooding in other countries, lives are lost. Properties are destroyed. But ours, just by the grace of God, we are still flooding go on. Hey, my people, what are we not understanding? And we say here, what are we to do about this? Is it just to announce to the people? Folks are living destitutions. Why folks are corrupting millions of dollars? Here we are. Our Capitol building, the Joint Chamber, we still running around to settle down issues. And there are even some Liberians saying, what are something going to come out of this? But the next thing, it will be at the expense of the very taxpayers' money. The efforts of those that will pay their taxes. Though there are others in a large scale defrauding taxes, but the ones that will say, let's pay, let's live up to our commitment. Is this how we change Liberia? We praise other countries, yeah. But it's true about what they want, what they are. We really need to wake up. We are behaving like we don't have conscience. We are behaving like we don't have that inner spirit. Every sector of this country is being affected. He says, how? And Liberians need to rethink, especially their leaders. Because one cannot even comprehend how can you have a very rich country and the impoverished process of these people is so high. Citizens are living death. People are suffering. Let me be bold. And they depend on their leaders to alleviate the issues that they are faced with. If not 100%, but to a maximum level. If we are suffering like this, and the citizens are multiplying, tomorrow we'll reach 10 million, how will we manage? Where will we be? Today we are just, with the latest report, 5.2, with other international reports saying like we're 5.5 on a global scale. But why if we are 10? How? Oh Lord. Oh Lord. And these are the promises they bring to the people. And the very people buy into it. Jesus Christ. This country will really need to rethink. Whether opposition, imposition, side position, whatever color you bear, the purpose of which you went at that level needs to be actualized. It's not just by saying it, but let the people feel what you are. But all we see is deception. Deception. Even the ones that come out with the loudest voice, they are the ones even involved in orchestrating these things against the very people they say they're protecting. How long will we continue like this? Since just in our time, we still like this. Who then, if we should experience this change, who going to take us there? So good morning. At about 8 o'clock, we will join our folks in the studio here. Marie Maga, our prize sponsor this morning. The folks will be in the studio here. We're going to talk to the entire force behind what you've been hearing as Marie Maga, the Marie Healing for Life International.
Yeah, let's take this break and be right back this morning.
Liberia will rise, one day we will not fall, we will never fall. Liberia will shine, one day we will not fall, we will never fall. Gotta keep the people, gotta save life, my people, yeah. Cause it's out of more, cause it's too more, cause it's out of more, cause it's out of more, cause it's out of more, cause it's too more, cause it's out of more, yeah. Hope we may your more. Move down your corner. Ain't about a week, you're not my people.
Monitor.
So to judge Drummer and say we're in official 15, that's a myth.
So if I'm just some detail, maybe.
I think I charge because I'm a partisan and a strong fan of George Weah.
You think that's what you're saying?
One thing we ask of you, from our heart, one thing that we.
The people are into selling Mary Maga hot tea medicine all over in Lofa, Nimba, and all of Bon counties. The people finally now settle down in Moserado County. The Mary Maga hot tea medicine here. People in Lofa, people in Bon counties have been buying the Mary Maga hot tea medicine. People with terrible sicknesses, and most of them have been healed and been giving testimony about it.
One thing we ask of you, from our heart, one thing that we.
The people are into selling Mary Maga hot tea medicine all over in Lofa, Nimba, and all of Bon counties. The people finally now settle down in Moserado County. The Mary Maga hot tea medicine here. People in Lofa, people in Bon counties have been buying the Mary Maga hot tea medicine. People with terrible sicknesses, and most of them have been healed and been giving testimony about the Mary Maga hot tea medicine and how good it is. Finally, the people now settle down in Moserado County. Yeah, in Moserado County, yeah, Morovia, Liberia. The people, when you go to Bonafan, opposite Makumba Bendu tissue factory, right beyond the block factory, you will see the people office that they Mary Maga hot tea people. They're going to be sending the Mary Maga hot tea to you. And if you want to buy this Mary Maga hot tea medicine, that's small money. The whole week, 7 days dose is just 5,600 LD. If you buy the medicine here, you take all of the dose, my sister, my brother, all of your sicknesses you've been suffering with gonna be cured. This medicine they call Mary Maga hot tea can take away or cure all kinds of sicknesses, and some of the sicknesses that a Mary Maga hot tea medicine can cure are typhoid fever. Every time you're feeling cold in your body, you're feeling sick, infection, stomach complaint. Every day you complaining with your stomach. You say my stomach hurting, my mom my stomach hurting, my wife my stomach hurting. Even women that cannot see their period, the medicine they call Mary Maga hot tea can solve it. A sexual weakness, you can't do your homework go, you come home working, or you go somewhere, you come back home, you can't do your homework go. Your woman tells you say bad limit man, sexual weakness in both men and women. They Mary Maga hot tea, they can cure it. Numbness in the body, eye problem. Every time you complain with your eye, you can't see clear. The Mary Maga hot tea can solve it. It can cure it. Also, every time you complain with your stomach boiling, you can't eat pepper, you can't eat this one. Also, the Mary Maga hot tea can solve it. It can cure it. Rheumatism, back pain. Every time you complain with your back, my back hurting, pain in my back. Mary Maga hot tea medicine can cure it. Diabetes, the sugar problem. This Mary Maga hot tea can cure it. Skin disease and many more. Mary Maga hot tea medicine can cure all these problems. Here are some of the testimonies of people that Mary Maga hot tea medicine has cured, and today they are free and living happily.
My name is Cindy Galima.
Okay.
I live in Kolahu, Kobasile, Kisi. This medicine have gone well for me from Monday to this Monday, making it 1 week. Okay. The first of all, typhoid have been disturbing me. That even it have taken me more than 5 years. I don't take my cold water, but this medicine makes the way I sweat, the heat coming on fine. I take my cold water, and I'm fine in the body. And also, even my outside have not been too clear, but it makes now I can see a distance, seeing very clear. And also, as a man, it makes me active, sexually active. I play my game number 1. I used to always play weakness in the defense, but now I'm strong. If I can leave on the defense, go school and come back, which is my sexual organ is very active.
That's great.
As a young man, I'm moving strong. All of my joints that have been hurting my waist, everything free. This medicine is very good. It's natural. It's very good. It don't have any side effect, but it do it well perfect.
My mother was sick. I've been spending money from hospital to hospital, but that time she almost died. I used to for my people in the keep. And when I hear the news over here, I have brought her. Well, I tell God, thank you. She well. Even my auntie, they call her, she was saying she was not working good. She was in the same church. And when I told her, people coming here, they need testimony.
All right.
So they embarrassing me. And that's when we were supposed to play with. Even my mother had testimony because she was not working, she was not talking. But they did testimony. People see what I want to do. Every time people when they come here for the medicine.
Okay.
So the medicine, but they're doing well. My Oma, yeah, she was not working. Our baby in your house. She was not coming outside, but now she got washed, she go in the bathroom, she pay for sex. She was not ever asking people.
I was then I gave it a badge and you get a go out. But I'm call about okay.
Now I studied in Silla for away you. Cana hanging on the Langan Kudu. Now Cano Mama, Cano Mama, Cano Mama. I got no Mama. Langan Kudu. Mama can. Oh, Mama, I said, oh, Mama, I can know Mama.
Well, I was suffering for 7 years, going up and down, no way. When I heard about you, I go to Foya about the menacing Francais buying this menacing. I'm feeling healthy than they were before. So my people who listen to me, they menacing, that good menacing, that make me to be alive today. God, the first, second, this menacing.
So what kinds of sickness you were suffering from?
Our foot problem.
Foot?
Yes, my foot problem.
Okay. How long that was hamburger you? You said 7 years, right?
7 years.
Okay, thank you. You are welcome.
I'm well now.
Rush now and buy this medicine, Marie Maga Hot Tea, for some more money. The Marie Maga Hot Tea medicine is sold for $350 Labrador. The whole week, 7 days dose is just 5,600 LD. In Montserrat County here, Morovia, Liberia, the people, when you go to Bonafan, opposite Makumba, Bendu Tissue Factory, right beyond the block factory, you will see the people office that they Marie Maga Hot Tea people. They're going to be sending the Marie Maga Hot Tea to you. For more information, you can call the following numbers: 0777 444 591, 0770 913361 and 0776 36 9805. And if you want to buy this Marie Maga Hot Tea medicine, that's small money. The whole week, 7 days dose is just 5,600 LD. If you buy the medicine here, you take all of the dose, my sister, my brother, all of your sicknesses you've been suffering with gonna be cured. So rush now and you will live happily.
Okay, it's good to have you. Let's let the people get to know who are these people here this morning.
One thing we ask of you, one thing that we.
The people are into selling Marie Maga Hot Tea medicine all over in Lofa, Nimba, and all of Bon counties. The people finally now settle down in Montserrat County. The Marie Maga Hot Tea medicine here. People in Lofa, people in Bon counties have been buying the Marie Maga Hot Tea medicine. People with terrible sicknesses, and most of them have been healed and been giving testimony about the Marie Maga Hot Tea medicine and how cool it is. Finally, the people now settle down in Montserrat County. Yeah, in Montserrat County here, Morovia, Liberia, the people, when you go to Bonafan, opposite Makumba, Bendu Tissue Factory, right beyond the block factory, you will see the people office that they Marie Maga Hot Tea people. They're going to be sending the Marie Maga Hot Tea to you. And if you want to
Maga Hot Tea is not a joking supplement. It's a dream supplement. And the man who had a dream, he's called Mr. Mangali Edmund Waye from Lofa County. He had a dream. And that dream is not a joking dream, and the supplement cures all kinds of sicknesses diseases. And what I want for people to know, I don't want them to condemn any treatment outside there. No, those treatment too can work, but they only work in one way. Marie Manga Healthy works two ways.
Okay.
Physically it works, spiritually it works, and most of the condition we are faced with now is a spiritual matter.
Okay.
So this is how we are going around. Currently we are in 4 counties. Lofa County, Bon County, Nima County, and Mosurado. Yeah. So if you see, we came and we have spent 2 months here. Not that we didn't want to come in studio, but we were waiting for our people to take it so that they can know the weight of the supplement. And now, majority knows the weight. So this is how we keep on air, so that those that doubting, or if you want to hear from us directly, then you can call on to us. And just prepare your pen and paper. At the end of the day, you will get the contact, so that you will be able to speak with us.
Okay. So again, for the public, you said supplement. What are the kind of sickness or diseases that this can cure?
I will name some to you.
Okay.
As I said, it treats all kinds of sicknesses.
Okay.
It treats one type of fever, diabetes, sexual weakness, infection, body weakness, skin disease, growth, asthma, rheumatism, low blood pressure, eyes problem, ulcer, high blood pressure, PA, spare, open mole, hydroxy, kidney problem, large heart cancer, TB, liver problem, sickle cell, stroke, HIV, Goa, etc.
Well, let's talk to the program, man. How long Marie been existing?
Thank you very much. Marie Manga has previously existed since the last 10 years.
Okay.
But we came into prominence, making sure that we officially introduced ourselves to the government in 2024.
Okay.
At which time we saw the needs. After doing pre-trials, we thought it was necessary that we officially...
This Marie Manga Healthy medicine, that's small money. The whole week, 7 days dose is just 5,600 LD. If you buy the medicine here, you take all of the dose, my sister, my brother, all of the sicknesses you've been suffering with gonna be cured. This medicine they call Marie Manga Healthy can take away or kill all kinds of sicknesses, and some of the sicknesses that they Marie Manga Healthy.
And then in Monrovia, our headquarters is located at Bernard's Farm, and we have another outlet on Camp Johnson Road. So far, and then we are involved at present, because I know you have to go there at the program, we are presently involved in the recruitment of volunteer sales agents.
Okay.
Because we want to have our tentacles spread all around the place. So we've also done the public notice, and then we've received a whole lot of applications, and we are working on how we can bring them in as volunteers. So far, and presently, because usually the activities of Marie Manga, especially the production area, we are having a bit of problem there, because we are manually producing some of these things, So as a result, it takes a whole lot of time. So that's why we've not gone around, because if you broadcast yourself and you do not have sufficient products, definitely you find it very difficult. So at present, we are in contact with a factory in China, and we are purchasing a machine that will help us carry on some of these packaging and seeding.
I'll help you get to other parts of the other countries that you are not in.
And we have also established our web page, and then we will soon be launching the web page, because those are things we are doing. And to do that, we need our machines to come. Because when the machines come, then of course we can start some of this publicity using our web pages and what have you.
Wow. Oh, okay. Mr. Gray, you mentioned earlier on that the issue of testimonies, folks to come. Are there folks in Mosurado since it came who have come in contact with this, testifying?
Yes, people coming
telling us the good news of the supplement, and some of them came, they took it, and that very night when they went to bed, it was like the person was in a cell. Then she was able to escape from there. And so, numerous of testifiers coming telling us, but they say they don't want to talk more than that year until they can complete their treatment. But things working for them.
Yeah. How long does the treatment go for?
No, rather, and the dose is 16 pieces.
Okay.
5,600 LD. You will drink 14 for 7 days. Then you rub 2 for 2 days.
Okay.
But if you come, we will tell you to add additional 5 pieces there, which will go up to 21 pieces if you want to take the 1 week correctly. And you have to use 3 pieces by day. Drink 1 in the morning and use half in the morning to test on you.
Alright. So then that's what even my mother had testimony because she was not talking, she was not talking. And if you test when people see what I want to do, every time people really come in.
Does it apply to everybody?
She was not working. Our baby in your hospital. She was not coming outside.
Massage yourself. It will help you in the process. And most of them, if they come, we can tell them to take the first cup in the office. Then you will know exactly what you are doing there. Okay, then if you are taking it, don't drink it cold. Don't take it with cold water, lukewarm, no. Let it be boiled water. And if you are taking this, you don't drink liquor, you don't smoke, you don't eat cola, don't lick snuff, don't drink it cold. And if it is helping you, tell the people the good news. This is how it goes.
Tell the people the good news. And a lot of the folks I said, Nathaniel Wiki, what we're hearing testimony from Lofa County, we're not hearing nothing from Mosoro County, we hear nothing from Bon County, we want to hear Bon County on the testimony. we want to hear Bon County on the testimony first. And there are some folks, what will you say to folks who, like you said earlier on, that when you go, you have to take your first dose so you know how it's prepared there. Folks who want to say, no, give it to me, let me carry it home. Where would be advice to them?
No, if they come, I will not get vexed with them because in the fact that they have gone all around for treatment and their conditions stay the same. So if they are coming to me, some of them can really be feeling good. When they come, I am not to react to them with that vegetation item. It will be bad for me because and the man is already hurt. Coming to you, then you want him to feel bad. It's not correct. So I can talk to them and appeal to them so that they can take the first cup or treatment at my office. When they take the first one, before leaving from my office to go home, they will start seeing results. At the end of the day, they are going to be encouraged to continue the treatment.
And I think it's just a matter of examples. When you come to the office, they have to just teach you to say, this is how you should take it in. This is the kind of measurement you should do, and you should leave it this way and take it in. But it is not just for them to take all there. So it's just to teach them. So, but you who think you are convinced of what you have been told, automatically you can carry your products and then treat yourself.
Why they often folks go there, they got measurement, you give them a cup, and you got a certain quantity of water. Why?
No, we don't want you to go beyond the measurement.
Okay.
Because if you carry on that, it will not work the way it's supposed to work. So we always got a cup there. You come there, we teach you how to do it, and give you the cup. Then as soon as you get home, it will be easy for you. But we will not tell you just go in the market and buy the cup. No, they may not get the raffle cup that we need. This is why always we have the cup at the office.
You said this is purely Liberian product. What we want to know, what is it made of? Is it when you look at the brochure, or those who have followed this, you look at the park, it's purely local materials and made in Liberia. One will ask, what is it made of?
Okay, it is made out of something called how do you call it? And the olive oil with some health material.
Okay.
Food supplement, let's say. It is a food supplement.
Yeah. Okay. Food supplement.
Yeah. So if say you want to drink 2 pieces on the spot, it will not affect you. 3 pieces on the spot, it will not affect you.
Okay.
It has no side effects.
You know, and the fact that then we all don't have the same resistance.
Okay.
So you will take it and come and tell us how it treated you, but we all don't have the same.
And the purpose of which, for example, the illness or disease suffering from, everybody may not have the same illness.
No.
If somebody for low blood pressure, somebody having ulcer, somebody having rheumatism.
So it will take time for it to cure. Yes.
And sometimes, just like when we went to physical, one other old lady called Kulukolo, since 1990, she couldn't walk up to 2023. And she only took 2 pieces, which is 700 LD. And she threw the stick and she walked immediately.
Wow.
And we all don't have the same resistance.
And I think it's because of this that we usually do a prescription for 3 months.
3 months
We say, look, there's a prescription for 3 months. But if you went through it for a few days and you get cured, thank God. Yes.
Okay.
That works.
Yeah, so you just took your first dose and you okay, or you go 2 or 3, you okay, then that's based upon your own illness or sickness coming from, then you okay, you can leave it, or you decide to continue it.
Of course.
Okay. The Marimaga family, who are here, our partner, they are with us in the studio this morning, and it's great for you to interact with them and the public, like Mr. Gray said. Get your pen, your papers, so that you can ask your questions you want to ask, and they are here this morning. Since they came to Mosoro County, this is their first appearance to interact with the public. So it's important that you get all your questions to the side, that you can be able to interact with them this morning. And it's great. The Marimaga family is here. As a matter of fact, Maria has his office in Bernard's farm, also a tissue factory. And they are opening another office there on Camp Johnson Road on Clay Street. There, you who find yourself in those areas, you can be able to get closer. And like the team said, it is their admiration that they can cut across the country, especially where with the plan of acquiring a production machine that will serve the public upon everybody will have the access to get Marimaga. It's a supplement. He says it's a supplement made right in Liberia here, and not imported, not something taken from different country and brought in the country, but it's made right here in Liberia and by Liberians. I want to say good morning. We'll go to the lines to talk to you. But Mr. Gray, is there anything that the public need to know about Marimaga?
Yeah, you know, Marimaga came for 2 reasons. We came to work towards healing the sick.
Okay.
2, to see that the sick are healed everywhere in the world. So it's not only for Liberia.
Okay.
I must be bold to you. Marimaga is the foreway for all the hospitals in the world.
Okay.
I am not beeping you that a cold. No sickness is felt unknown. God is in it.
Okay.
We are not doing it on our own. It's God's power.
Okay.
So I didn't come to say by my power. No, I'm not saying the right. But God is in it. Because don't joke or dream. This is why if you come, we don't test you, we don't check you, no. Just take your treatment. God is going to do the work. But now, Prince Gray going to do the work, or CEO, or program manager, we are not the one going to do. We just there to present and God do his work.
Okay.
So it is a foreway for all the hospitals in the world. Sometimes they say nothing good can come from out of Liberia, but something good has come from out of Liberia.
Okay. And it's good that you are hearing it from the house's own mouth this morning. And we will go to the lines. We'll go to the lines and talk to you. Some of you have your questions or concern. This is why the opportunity has been given you, so that you can interact with the team here this morning and ask all your questions. Some of you are asking, where will Marimaga coming from? Where will Marimaga coming from? Marie is right in the studio here, and the team they are here. 0775-919-919, 0880-919-919 are the numbers. If you want to get on the line, the team they are here this morning, you can interact with them, ask your questions, your concerns. And some of you who have gotten in contact with Marie Maga and you took it, you got improvement, this is an opportunity for you to even call this morning and you can start on a testimony of what Marie has done for you this morning. I'll go to the lines and take my first call here. And good morning. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Alfred. Come back to the question.
Yeah, come back again.
Oh, the spiritual aspect. Okay. How we got the question, the spiritual aspect of my God. You said it's physical and spiritual. How the spiritual aspect is. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I would like to know concerning the Marie Maga treatment. It is as a high you saying 3 months for the treatment. How much does it cost for the 3 months treatment?
Okay. How much does it cost? Okay. Listen to the team. They'll answer the question. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good morning to the guests in studio. I'm Paul Zema calling from Central Manila.
Okay.
I was involved in a motor accident. I had a lower spinal cord from Agua for India. But sorry, but I don't have money now. I've been sitting down until it got worse. Right now, I'm in a wheelchair since 4 years. I'm in a wheelchair now. I've encountered pressure, sugar, diabetes, and other things. So I don't know. Some people saying that it's related to spiritual issues. So I don't know whether it will work on me too. So I want to follow from the studio guys.
Okay. Yeah, they will address your concern this morning. Okay. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, KB Johnson, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you this morning. Oh, Marie Maga, family, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning there.
Yeah, we thank you for my concern this morning. Liberian people are sick. The child never born yet that stayed in the mother womb. They got a fever. Your thing that medicine does it call it unit. You're really thing that somehow like that also die for. We don't know where this thing is coming from. When they say about that, people know about when it passed down, it's malaria or but we got so many things now. Just think that Marie Maga already help the country that we already give God the glory.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, kid. The team will address your concern this morning. They are taking all necessary points and concern from the callers, and they will certainly address them. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Yeah. Mr. Green said all sickness, but they will address that concern this morning. Thank you. Marie Maga Hati, the Marie for Life Healing Center, the Marie Maga Hati family, they are here this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Ba.
You.
Good morning, Mr. Brooks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Okay, for me, I'm Joel calling you from Tugoro, Sumatra.
Yeah.
I became a stroke 2023 October 28th, and then I'm taking a supplement called THHE. The doctor gave themselves discovered that there were 50 people on the field producing this supplement. So now I have spent a lot of money, and not only with THHE, with all supplements, it's still the same. And now, thank God I'm walking, my hand can move, only the heaviness in my body. So I want to know if Marijuana can work on a stroke patient.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. They will answer your question.
They will answer.
They will answer you this morning, and it's good that the team they are here this morning, so it's good to ask your question, all your concerns that you want to get clarity on this morning. While we're waiting for more calls, let me address some of the concerns that are already coming and what you have jotted down on your note. Mr. Gray.
Yes, like the first caller said, how it can be.
Yeah, the spiritual aspect.
Spiritual aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah, spiritual aspect. It's the thing that you can see with the naked eye. And God is the one that can able to solve that through the supplement.
Okay.
This is what I said, and the supplement treats both ways. Physically, it treats.
Okay.
Spiritually, it treats. Because we can do the physical on and God do the spiritual on.
Okay.
So if you have spiritual matter, don't worry, just come.
Okay.
That's not you the first. I have over 15,000 testifiers with different conditions. So I don't even want you to worry on that. Then someone said he's in wheelchair, whether he can make it, he's supposed to go to England or somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't want him to worry. Let him just make way and come and take the supplement. God is going to deliver him from that calamity. No one enters my office and take the supplement and go to sin. No.
Okay. So for instance, let me ask this question. I know that you also want to ask that question. If, for instance, he's in a wheelchair or unable to travel all the way to Camp Johnson Road, Clay Street, or come all the way to Painesville, Bonaz Farm, can somebody represent him and come?
Yes, because he has no chance to come to me.
Okay.
Let him send the caretaker.
Okay.
Because we want someone that will take care of him, that will be able to apply the treatment. But we don't just want to send it, then someone send it to him. No, it will not be done the proper way.
Okay.
But if you come, you taking care, yes, I am the one that taking care. Okay,
Yeah.
but then if you go face it this way, then we start on you that coming to for the treatment to carry. We start on you, and we perform in your presence so that you can go and do the same.
Okay, then
the program manager, go ahead.
Yeah, let me touch on the spiritual aspect. Anything that have to do with dreams, it's not made. It is not man-made when it comes to dream. Okay. It is something that God itself defines. So I know very well that when we talk about spiritual, someone will worry like what he was worrying about. But spiritual, as we said, this is a dream sort of a herbal supplement, and so you have to work that way. Then we'll come to somebody ask for the 3 months, whether in 3 months' time, whether I will be treated and whether I will work. Yes, we just said 3 months because we are prescribing and we are telling you what exactly to do. We feel within the 3 months you can be cured. But
based upon the power of the product.
Based upon the power of the product, and then also your resistance.
Okay.
Yeah, that can help you. So that's just somebody said in the jingle. Somebody was sick for 15 years, and in 3 days' time, the person got cured. That is, the person did not even pay that huge money. The person paid $750 and got well instead of the $67,200. Then somebody spoke of accidents. He said, "I want to know whether I can be cured." Yes, if you come to Marimanga by the grace of God, you can be taken care of, and that will help you. And someone spoke of ulcer, whether ulcer can be cured. Yes, we've said it. That we can cure almost, by the grace of God, we can cure almost every sickness that you think about or that you have. Then the person talk about pie. Yes, we've been curing several hundred people who have been having the pie or them. So if you come, you have your pie, by the grace of God, you will be cured. Then somebody spoke about the stroke. Yes, if you come and then you have stroke, we will pray for you, and then we'll make sure that you get your supplement and then treat yourself, so that you may even be the luckiest.
Okay.
And you treat yourself in a few days.
Okay, let me talk to this person on the line. They too have a concern. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good morning to Marimana family in the studio.
Good morning.
Yeah, my father here and there with in La Brona, these days we are having a lot of sicknesses.
from my segment are very concerned about the stroke. These days are stroke, maybe that a lot of people, young people. And as for me, I don't really know. Usually people are in medical pricing. I want to know what the cause of the cause of stroke. How can we prevent ourselves? We are not just born with this problem. We are not people born with it. How can we prevent ourselves from this kind of sickness? That's my question this morning.
Okay. Ambassador, you want to go ahead?
No, it's not for they are talking about if you have come down with such one of the sicknesses there, like stroke, they're telling you the supplement is there, you can administer it, why be in prayer with you, but these people are not the people who will tell you the causes of stroke, what causes stroke, and all of these things, you know.
Okay. Let me talk to this person. I'll come to you people. Let me talk to this person.
I
Let give it a badge and you get category.
Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
If I'm taking my normal tablet, like my pressure tablet, can I take their supplement again the same day while I'm taking their marijuana treatment? I want to ask them, please.
Okay.
Because I'm taking all of those from the hospital. So if I can take their supplement along with those that the doctor prescribed for me to take. And also then please tell me to give me clarity because this stroke issue will begin. Treatment is going to be well. I'll be so happy for our prayer and night. I'll be happy to be with them fully until God help me and recover. Thank you.
Okay. No, we address that. Yeah. Okay. 0775-919-919, 080-919-919 are the numbers to talk to the team in the studio here this morning. And before they go, they will really announce one of the numbers that will get them connected with you in terms of contact. Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Go ahead, you're welcome.
Yeah, my name is calling from Kenya.
Yeah, go ahead, you're live.
Yeah, I'm going to call and stop you. We'll be able to work on you, but I'm not able to work on you. I'm calling stop you and thank you. Don't go by yourself.
Okay, the way address our concern there, my brother. Yeah, thank you. You are okay on the line. Thank you this morning. Okay, let address some of the concerns coming from the callers here.
Yeah, like if you are taking our treatment, Marie Mangahati, we advise you to leave other treatment so that you can see the weight of Marie Manga. And sometimes if you take our treatment, you may feel pain. We advise you to take a pain tablet.
Okay.
Because there are two forces going to meet in your system. The signal they're already relaxing. Then, and the treatment are gone in there. The two forces will be there fighting. And the supplement is going to tell the signal to move. He said, no, I can't move. This is my place. I have been here. So fighting will take place in your system. And you will feel the pain. And if you feel the pain and if you look at it, just bear it until 1 or 2 days, that pain will cut off. But if you cannot stand the pain, you take your pain tablet. But if you're taking this, don't take your pressure tablet. Leave pressure. Pressure is not for you. Don't take the tablet. Just continue with Marine Manga. You drink it, you rub it. You drink it, you rub it. It will move away.
Okay. Yeah, program, some of the concerns you want to add up.
Yeah, I think somebody spoke of this current, if you are...
Yeah, very electrocuted.
I think the point is, you get wounded, and we can help to cure wounds. For example, the Goa. People who suffer from Goa. We've cured several people who, get affected as a result of Goa, because that's a big soul. So I know if you have been electrocuted in a way, we can also help you, because it's not your making. We can help you. Because just as you said, it's based on your resistance, and also the medicine is there, that the supplement is there to help you out. So we can try to help you out. So you are not well, you are just sick, you don't have solution to it. Just come to us, and I know we can help you out with some of those things.
Okay, so just come to us. I know we can help you. I'll take 3 more calls and we'll come to you. Then we'll wrap up. Time is close to go on us this morning. So you got a concerns now, you can put it forth. Good morning. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm asking for the phone. Thank you right now. I want to ask a question because he said they don't have to, they don't know the reason of someone having stroke. I want to say you can't have an arm there, you can't have the arm there, you don't know how to recharge the arm and to fire it. So you just stop the problem. You can't stop the problem, then you don't know what the reason for having the problem. Because you want so much stuff. So I really want to know. Because before you do anything, you want to be the reason why you have this thing. So if you feel today that you will not be able to go back to that thing again. So every time when I feel today, they construct. I will use the same food also that have it again. I have to get so they won't go back to that. So that is my question.
But you guys stroke?
I don't have stroke, but I have someone that had a stroke. I have someone that had a stroke. My best friend had a stroke.
Okay, they will address your concern. Good morning. Okay. Good morning. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I just have an issue. I don't know if we can choose the other.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay, let me take the last call here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Moses Carter at Johnny Consulting. Yeah, I want to know whether there is a specific product, like if someone get pressure or somebody get like different things, whether they got special product for that person or you only get the one product for all the sickness. That's the question.
Okay. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm one of those that take using a supplement.
Okay.
And then I have stroke. But he said when you're taking a supplement, you can do away with the stroke medicine or pressure medicine. But then I tried it, my pressure went up high, then I have to start taking my pressure medicine back in. So that is my concern.
Okay. I think you heard the concerns from the callers. You can respond to them.
Okay, let's come back to the last caller. And he said he took the supplement and his pressure went out high.
Yeah.
Yes, it had to go out high sometime according to the resistance you have. When the two forces have met in the system, you will feel that symptom.
Okay.
Well, I was suffering for 7 years, going up and down, no way. When I heard about you, I go to Foya about the medicine from buying this medicine. I'm feeling healthy than the way I was before. So my people who listen to me, the medicine, the good medicine, that make me to be alive today. God, the first, second, this medicine.
So what kinds of sickness you are suffering from?
Our foot problem. Yes, my foot problem.
Okay. And how long that was working you? You said 7 years, right?
7 years.
Okay, thank you. You are welcome.
I'm well now.
Rush now and buy this medicine, Mary Maga Hot Tea, for small money. The Mary Maga Hot Tea medicine is sold for $350 Liberian. The whole week, 7 days dose is just 5,600 LD. In Moserado County here, Morovia, Liberia, the people, when you go to Bonafide, opposite Makumba Bindle Tissue Factory, right beyond the block factory, you will see the people office that they Mary Maga hot tea people. They're going to be sending the Mary Maga hot tea to you. For more information, you can call the following numbers: 0777 444 591, 0770 913361, and 0776 36 9805. And if you want to buy this Mary Maga hot tea medicine, that's small money. The whole week, 7 days dose is just 5,600 LD. If you buy the medicine here, you take all of the dose. My sister, my brother, all of the sicknesses you've been suffering with gonna be cured. So rush now and you will live happily.
For us, I think that's the most amazing part of the supplement we have. We only have one sort of supplement that you can use to cure any sickness.
Yeah, so the one you have that you can rub is the same one you have, you can drink. You would not take different one, you say go to the different one.
No, you come, you buy our packets and you just try it and you will testify to us and the public will know what's happening.
Okay. It's been so great, you people coming today. Others want to have
one thing we ask of you, one thing that we
The people that used to sell the Mary Maga hot tea medicine all over in Lofa, Nimba, and all of Bon counties. The people finally now settled down in Moserado County. The Mary Maga hot tea medicine here. People in Lofa, people in Bon counties have been buying the Mary Maga hot tea medicine. People with terrible sicknesses, and most of them have been healed and been giving testimony about the Mary Maga hot tea medicine and how cool it is. Finally, the people now settled down in Moserado County here. In Moserado County here, Morovia, Liberia, the people, when you go to Bonafan, opposite Makumba Bindle Tissue Factory, right beyond the block factory, you will see the people office that they Mary Maga hot tea people. They're going to be sending the Mary Maga hot tea to you. And if you want to buy this Mary Maga hot tea medicine, that's small money. The whole week, 7 days dose is just 5,600 LD. If you buy the medicine here, you take all of the dose. My sister, my brother, all of it.
We've been speaking with all the radio stations in the rural parts of Liberia, and I will encourage them. We know very well that things are not easy nowadays. The sicknesses are all over the place. I will encourage them to look for Mary Maga. Mary Maga will help you. We have 2 centers in Montserrat. We have the Camp Johnson Road Center, and then we'll have our headquarters in Bernard's Farm. And then those of our brothers and sisters who are in the rural parts of Liberia, we have our center in Foya, we have it in Bonjama, we have it in Zozo, we have it in Banga, in Ganta, Kample, and so on and so forth. So you can check in those places, and by the grace of God, if you come across us, we'll be able to assist you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming. Let's go to Mr. Gray this morning. Your final comment.
I tell God, thank you. At least he had done it again. He's been doing it for us. And I want them to know the supplement we have is stimulate the central nervous system. And if we are talking about the central nervous system, we're talking about the brain and the spinal cord. So if you take it, it will wash in your system. And I don't want them to be afraid or to worry. Let them come and take the treatment. When they come and take the treatment, they are going to do well. And I don't want them to feel that since that other treatment didn't help me, Mary Maga will not help me. No, this is the last point, turning point. Let them come so that they can take their treatment. And my regard to the family, Mary Maga family, and the rest of the people. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And earlier on, you heard that the program manager said local volunteers. So if you're interested, you can call those numbers and get more information upon. But it's been great. Mary Maga is our proud sponsor, and we've been on this for about 2 months now. We say thank you for coming this morning. We'll take our break and we'll say welcome to the morning ride. Good morning.
Yes, let's go for this quickly.
The first of all, Kafo have been disturbing me that even it has taken me more than 5 years. I don't take bath with cold water, but this medicine makes the way I sweat, the heat coming on fine. I take bath with cold water, and I'm fine in the body. And also even my eyesight has not been too clear, but it makes now I can see a distance, seeing very clear. And also as a man, it makes me active, sexually active. I play my game number 1. I used to always play weakness in the defense, but now I'm strong. If I can leave on the defense, go school and come back, which is my sexual organ is very, very active.
That's great.
As a young man, I'm moving strong. All of my joints that have been hurting my waist, everything free. This medicine is very, very good. It's natural. It's very good. It don't have any side effect, but it do it work perfect.
My mother was sick. I've been spending money from hospital to hospital, but that time she almost died. We sent for my people in the Cape. And when I hear the news over here, I have broke up. Well, I tell God, thank you. She well. And even my auntie, they call Yene. She was saying she was not working good. She was in the same church. And when I told her, people they come in here, gave me testimony.
All right.
So they medicine me. And that's when we were supposed to play with. Even my mother had testimony because she was not working, she was not talking. When they did testimony, people see what I want to do. Every time people really come here for their medicine.
Okay.
So they medicine, but they're doing well. My Oma, yeah, she was not working. Our baby was in the house. She was not coming outside, but now she got washed, she go in the bathroom, she pay for herself. She was not ever asking people.
That
I want to give it a badge and it's you can go out. But I'm call about okay.
Now I studied in the for away you. Kiana hanging in the Langu. Cano mama, cano mama, cano mama. I got no mama. Mama can.
Well, I was suffering for 7 years, going up and down, no way. When I heard about you, I go to Foya about the medicine from buying this medicine. I'm feeling healthy than the way I was before. So my people who listening to me, this medicine, the good medicine, that make me to be alive today, got the first, second this medicine.
So what kinds of sickness you were suffering from?
Our foot problem.
Foot?
Yes, my foot problem.
Okay. How long that was working? You said 7 years, right?
7 years.
Okay, thank you. You are welcome.
I'm well now.
Rush now and buy this medicine, Marie Magaho tea, for small money. The Marie Magaho tea medicine is so.
Calling, and the person I'm asking to cooperate with the investigation with the Ministry of Justice and the Nigeria Anti-Corruption Commission and other relevant agencies that will be having the investigation done into the process. And the president said the move was in line with his administration pledge to uphold transparency and accountability. He said Mr. Kamara is suspended without pay pending the outcome of the full and independent investigation by the Nigeria Anti-Corruption Commission in collaboration with the Ministry of Justice. It's another step to suspension when it comes to people who've been caught up. So he will go to defend himself, but we think that the number of folks being suspended for corruption allegation, it shows that if these things are actually true, they are not doing well for the arrest agenda. Because these are things that on the matter that when they came to power, Liberians wanted to see people that come for their action, their stewardship, while serving in positions of high trust in the country, and especially being interested with properties, with finances, and all of these things. And you see it get missing in thin air. You hear the other project cost, you hear the money for the project, it's 10,000. And when you go do a appraisal, you don't see even 500,000 probably into it.
And they're making the citizens understand that the government giving them money.
Yeah.
Whereas the government is committing themselves to providing money to the institution to work in the interest of the people. But we're talking about 262 million, talking about 450,000.
Yeah.
Questionable transactions.
And conflict of interest as well. Because if you look at the JC report that was released in September 2024, they detail multiple violations of the Public Procurement and Concessions Commission law, including unauthorized payment amounting to 200. See, they can't have money.
Yeah.
You can't get kind of money. You're talking about 260 some million Nigerian dollars. That's what we're talking about. Then you talk about 450,000 United States dollars.
We ain't got money, but I got money there.
And highlights a lack of accountability, including missing contracts and project documents. Project documentation. The GC audit also revealed that THHE Corporation, you know, he was the head of THHE, Chief Executive Officer. Yeah. So it said the audit also revealed that THHE Corporation received 178,500 million. Yeah. Then you talk about US 440,000 between July and August 2023, while 231 Data Incorporated received 84 million, approximately US 437,500 between November 7 to the 15th. In that short time from November 7 to the 15th. Yeah.
Oh, but man, I know that. And it is what we call on the president or the LCC for a very swift investigation. Because why would delay the thing? Somebody will go to that way again.
And there's an allegation that he was in charge of US 2.6 million scam that undermined a national project intended to provide digital literacy training to over 10,000 Liberian youth. And you know the president spoke about it?
Yeah,
digital training.
He said that 10,000 youth going to get trained.
And if you look by the look at him, this might just be one of the key issues affecting
the whole of it. Yeah,
because this is something that the president spoke about to the nation about, talking about building the capacity of young people. So if this allegation,
even up to now, I still asking why.
The firm reportedly vanished without any measurable progress on the initiative. The firm thin air. Can you imagine? The LHCC investigation also revealed that the financial scandal at LTA amounts to millions of dollars. That's what we're discussing. We're talking about over 400 million, over 4 million United States dollars, and over 432 million Liberian dollar plus.
Oh God. Say country we reach. You always say no money. But people, the little that comes is exactly what they are whining and downing with. Oh Jesus Christ. And about 9 o'clock we'll join a special message from the Central Bank of Liberia this morning. And after that, we'll continue this conversation. And we are calling on the LCC. We already having cases that LCC have not come to any conclusion with. And sometimes, Ambassador LCC is spending their time carrying fights, evidence on this, to either acquit or hold people liable for the allegation.
But
when it goes to the Ministry of Justice.
Yeah, and there are mixed reaction right now, like Centel Executive Director. Yeah, he's also saying it's a long overdue process.
Yeah.
The action of the president too is undeserving for any public applause to him.
Yeah.
While others are saying it's a step and it's not just a walk in the park, it's a process.
The president said this when we were addressing the nation for the first time, that this is what we're going to do. We have gone over a year now, going to 2 years. And this thing has been on. Imagine there are others who have been held in some other issues and nothing. When the LCC go through all this time, turn over the Minister of Justice, we go through again, it take another long time. And why we are delaying on this? There will be other people committing a similar crime. Who telling the president? Because if the president just hearing this, Because you're hearing the report that, you know, and suspend somebody, the LCC take charge. Then who informing the president? Who? What are they telling him? That the man who say, when people have the time to sit before the president, was oh, Mr. President, everything good, everything good, everything good. What are there issues that are affecting the growth and development of the country? Oh, Jesus, this country called Liberia. It's not easy. And while Liberians are you looking for a job, this news of the one Ghanaian, those he had a Liberian background. He's now the brand ambassador. He's been, and there are several questions we asked.
He's a Liberian actor.
Yeah.
Yes, and people been asking, so what is he going to do? Are we lacking people?
Yeah.
Though he got Liberian, you know, but
you get somebody well off in the industry and stuff, and you get Liberians here who are putting that time. You won't take them, you go after. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah. Another clock, we go for a special message from the Central Bank of Liberia this morning. Let's take this break. Let's take this break and go for this message from the Central Bank.
My daughter Kumba, how is the business today? Well, your face, how are you looking so? Like you thinking about something?
And I easy on me. I going to plenty things. So I tell my pay the next day. I'm telling you, all the money can check go tell that my children's school fee, hospital money, rent, my own say small thing and say nothing. I can do anything good for myself.
Amen.
Then to make matter worse, I try to put small money in lay business to go out of the country. But to find foreign currency, I can just be running around. It's too bad that things how I am stressed.
Yeah. Anything you don't know is bigger than you for true, yeah?
What you mean now, Patroni?
Kumba? On March 27, 2025, the Central Bank of Liberia launched the National Financial Education Program for people then like you.
The National Financial Education Program?
They finished putting it outside. That is they call launch. And that President Joseph Newman Boaka said launched the program for the whole country.
Okay. So what in the program will do for person like me now?
The program will solve your problem, my daughter.
Tell me something.
The financial education program will help people like you, Kumba, to understand how to take care of your money Google.
Yeah?
Yes. It will show you how to set financial goals, how to budget your money, how to save part of your money after you take pay, how you can turn some of your money around in business for it to grow.
What?
Yeah. So after taking pay, you can't be broke again.
That good thing, oh, Patroni.
Yeah, Makumba. The Central Bank of Liberia will work with plenty other government offices then like Ministry of Education, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Gender and Social Protection, and other groups then like the Liberia Marketing Association to make sure you're the women and girls manage your money Google.
Oh yeah, that is very good.
Yeah. Now, this financial education get many steps.
Tell me about them, Patroni. Tell me.
First, you have to set your financial goals.
What?
This means you must think about where you want to see yourself in the future. Maybe 1 year from now, you won't get plenty of money to be able to take care of all of your problems.
Yeah.
Or you want to be big businesswoman. But you can only reach where you want to see yourself in having more money according to the way you will plan to use your money today.
How that one already work now?
That the next step I will come into. They call it budgeting, meaning planning how to use your money the right way.
Yes, that one that true.
So you budget by making a plan that show how you will use your money. Once you take your pay or you get any money, you have to sit down to put idea together to use your money.
Yeah.
In line with the thing that you need to do for you and your family, and you will still be able to keep some.
It makes sense.
Yes, so when you make your budget, that means you have to stick to it because you plan for everything already.
That's true.
The other important thing, that's saving. Saving means to keep some money somewhere for you to use in future. Then just using all your money soon you take pay.
Okay. But this saving you're talking about, Ain't that to keep the money in your safe to your husband?
One advice, Makumba, do not keep the money in your house or under your mattress. Go to the bank house and open your saving and account. You can open 2 savings.
2 savings?
Yes. You can open 1 saving or account with any mobile phone company. Like that, you carry your money on your phone right in your own hand anywhere you going.
But why if the phone lost now?
Easy. Just go back to the mobile phone company and get your SIM card back with all your money still on it. Yes. Then you could choose to open another saving or account with a bank. Just go to any bank you like and say you want to open saving to keep your money. They will help you open an account.
Okay, but what a benefit in that one?
A bank account has many benefits. Number 1, the bank can put interest on top of your money you keeping with it.
Okay.
And because of that, you can also be able to take loan from the bank where you open your saving. With that loan money, you can make business to grow your money or do other good things for yourself.
Okay.
And when you take loan from the bank, make sure you're able to pay it back.
Yeah.
At the same time, open your eyeball to all the things that you will agree to on the loan paper. Like when you will pay back, how much you will pay every time, and then the main one, wedding business you're taking the loan money for. And you must understand the interest you will have to pay to. Yeah, after that, you can make a plan to pay back your debt. Manage the debt good.
Yeah, it will not be good you take loan, then you're not able to pay it back.
It's not correct like that, sir. Yeah, that digging hole, covering hole thing not correct because you will still be in the hole.
Yeah.
What some people do is to make sure they take a loan to put the money into something that brings in more money. They call it investment. So they can be able to pay their debt and be able to save at the same time.
So Google ad here, yeah?
Yes, so then another good thing is to insure your business or your home.
Insurance for my business, my home, my...
So, God forbid, if something bad happen, the insurance company can help you get something bad because you are protected against loss.
Lopa Johnny, I will go to the financial education program and learn about money matter, yeah? Insurance, hayaka.
Yeah, because with insurance, when your property damage or warehouse burn with your goods inside, for example, the insurance will pay.
Oh! So a part of financial education too, eh?
Yes, it is part of the financial education tool to manage risk and protect yourself. Then you know, some business people don't treat their customers very good.
They plenty of.
Fine. So the last thing the CBL and other Google friends talk about, they say you get right as customer to complain any business house that will not treat you the right way.
Any business house?
Yes, like banks or mobile phone companies. If they not treat you the right way, you must talk it.
Okay.
That's right. And under the financial education program, you listen to me, they will teach you how to complain and how they will hear your complaint. So, Kumba,
thank you plenty, Papa Johnny. I will make sure to be part of the financial education program so I can learn all the good things about money.
This message is from the government of Liberia through the Central Bank of Liberia. Will, your face, how you looking so? Like you
$350 $. The whole week, 7 days dose is just 5,600 LD. In Moserado County here, Monrovia, Liberia, the people, when you go to Bonafide, opposite Makumba, Bendu Tissue Factory, right beyond the block factory, you will see the people office that they Mary Maga Hot Tea people. They're going to be sending the Mary Maga Hot Tea to you. For more information, you can call the following numbers: 0777 444 591, 0770 913361, and 0776 36 9805. And if you want to buy this Merimaga Hot Tea medicine, that's small money. The whole week, 7 days dose is just 5,600 LD. If you buy the medicine here, you take all of the dose, my sister, my brother, all of your sicknesses you've been suffering with gonna be cured. So rush now and you will live happily.
Hallelujah.
practices that was not legal under the term, discrepancy, they will discover all of these things, and the auditors who are independent and professional will carry on all of the audits and make sure the report are complied, completed, and given to the national legislature, and a copy will be delivered to the president. So then we come back to ask. It said that they are sitting and only waiting for the president to take action because the audit reports, when the audits are conducted and given, it is not for you to carry and go put it on the desk. You got your public audit account committee. So these are reports. If you are now certified with the kind of report that the GSE, the audit report that they will conduct and submit, you carry on your own audit. And you can even add your voices together to the one that the report or the copy that will be sent to the president. Say, yeah, Mr. President, we see reason that this person now be suspended and face the full weight of the law. But if the reports are there, people are getting away, so many people have died, so many people have traveled out of Liberia, they were heading entities.
Yeah.
And we're talking about bringing money back, restitution, punishment, properties that all be confiscated.
But why? And we're spending money involving these auditors.
Sure.
We are spending money. And we're getting no result.
You need to have the auditors going on the field. And some of the projects that these people will have to go and audit, not all in Montserrat. Some of the things are outside Montserrat. That the Liberia National Police in 2022, in September, they also conducted audit with a lot of money missing. Mm-hmm. And it even have problem when it comes to logistics. That's why you will see police not having car, police not having bags, you know. And they were all complaining about uniform and all of these things. But we left here again, we could not see any action. And the copy were all delivered to the president back then. Because this is by law. The Act of 2014. They will deliver, they will submit the audit report to the national legislature and send a copy to the president of the Republic of Liberia.
So what made it went till a long time for the president to see, to do something?
Yeah, it's it. That's what we're saying. The president cannot be everywhere. And it happened with almost all of the president. Ambassador, let me say something today. Yes, it. You know, we run friendship with government too much. That's why I got Liberia behind. The president will not go to JC to go ask for audit.
Mm-hmm.
There is a law, and this Act of 2014 states that once the people finish conducting audit, they will submit to the national legislature and copy to the president's office. The AG or the GSC will not carry it. Personally put a copy in the president's hand. So if our Wiki Brooks is managing one institution of government and audit were conducted on me and saw a lot of discrepancy into the audit that would drag me to court, and you are the one who managed to handle the audit for onward delivery to the president, you might just want to hold it. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Lending in the hands of the Minister of State, which is the chief office staff of the president or the director of the company whatsoever, and will decide to say, no, this thing that my friend, we protect people in so many ways because of our position. This is nothing to hide. We have seen these things happening on so many occasions. You know, at times we will go, we bring the president. The president is not somebody who go to GSC to go to GSC, but a reporter guy. GSC knows what exactly to do. So as far as concerned, GSC is not a report that going to the executive. You got to punish people. They make the report available after they conduct the audit. So we expect the executive to take charge of the report and fully implement what they see in it that needs investigation or facing prosecution. So now these things go to the legislature. The legislature should be able to muster the courage and say, well, why is it that this time the president have not taken action? Will have gotten the report from the other report from the GSC, and this person was caught into this and this. So, Mr. President, why? You got chairman on executive.
Sure.
So we will not come here to come teach people legislative politics. We will not come here.
They just pretending that they're working for a but they're doing nothing. Nothing they're doing. They decide who to pardon, they decide who to persecute, they decide who to do this. What?
You get the report, the other report before you. The carpet goes to the president. Why somebody deliver the president, they delayed protecting somebody. By the time you people raise it, or the president knows straight there, but what's happening?
Yeah.
Then the chairman or executive will be going to the president.
Who know what I want? Even the company send to the president will not reach the president.
Now the president has appointed 2 persons, resume between the legislature and the executive. We need to be having people like this to fast track things and all that. We don't need it.
Then what would need them for now? But even if we get ambassador they are there, why are they not fast tracking things?
No,
I heard that Charles Johnson.
Yeah, he's there for the Senate and another person for the House of Representatives. But yeah, it tells you that the president have seen that that things that he knows supposed to be happening between the executive and the legislative branch of government seem not to be happening. The president now will be appointing people. Well, we got all the money for the people for the kind of jobs. Because if you were there taking your action and performing your duty as chairman on executive and officially write the president and say, Mr. President, there's another report that will conduct so and so. We are yet to see any action coming from the executive. Why are we taking this length of time to make sure that these people are prosecuted, that these people account for the stewardship while they were in position? Just simple.
Sure.
Just simple. So most of the time, it gives the prosecutor high time, the court, to even get some of the evidences, because the people also have to provide it. They get a report, they put it in a committee room and cover it.
They hide it. So in some cases I go to court, there are not sufficient evidence. Because those who did the process that lead to the allegations, they cover a lot of things.
And they will protect it because in the words of one of the colleagues, when the budget passed, they go to one hotel and call people and say, my man, come on the money. They'll put 10 million and they give 5 million, they say 5 million. So somebody report will capture them.
So the money when you put it down, I see money go audit, then the man say, but let me make it active like ours.
Yeah.
While I report thinking say the money will be for them to implement certain project, it's going to those folks who will sit in one place. And
that's what we're talking. We need a total reform of our laws in this country, where we will have an independent body, civil society grouping, student grouping, people are targeted that are being vetted out there by the public, and that this report should be delivered to these people for onward delivery to the president. Because certain group of people feel they got the power that when they give them all the report, they do not take it to the executive, or they do not take it to the president. Even then people will be always almost like in the corridor to intercept, report, and put it on their arm, put it in a photo, and carry home.
Like a lentl. That's it, man. And it's hurting this country so much.
No, but that's the problem we have.
We got a lot of investigation, corruption allegations. We can never go to one conclusion.
We pin our leaders back because those who are insincere in surrounding them. It's difficult to be a president.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to be a president. This country has never had bad president, but this country has had bad people surrounding our leaders. Sycophants.
Sometimes you reach to the president, you take a president and they say you want to investigate first before you take it to the president. What's that?
That's why you see Anderson Miena is asking, what are the presidents have just seen this report? Because the president will not act on the say.
Yeah.
He's somebody who loves to see documentation.
And you read.
Yeah.
You like so people who they get document the whole later or get somebody read it. The woman say won't read it.
Because
but why are these documents stuck in the corridors.
Yeah.
Yeah, now the president talking about 10,000 young people to get training. Where is it? Now we're going to investigate.
Yeah.
How long will it take us to investigate this person to get to know the LTA, to get to know that this thing happened?
And 2.6.
Where did they spend the money?
And 2.6 million, and I play money.
I play money.
So to investigate that man now with that allegation, to investigate him. If not, if care is not taken, it's going to be the end of the will be the enemy of the regime.
And
we may take off 4 years.
We may even spend pretty close half of that money to even carry on the investigation, because those who go to hire to carry on the investigation, they need money.
Then you go to see the number of other audits that was done in the past with all action. Then we'll see the new ones that come in.
No, man. No. I'll not be the country.
Then you came. So all the essence that you created GSC.
Yeah. What the essence?
The people performing the work.
The
We need results.
GSCs.
Our international part. Look, audit is not a crime. Audit is not verdict.
No, waste on.
Audit is not a charge. It's just to make sure that what you use it for the intended purpose.
Yeah, accountability.
$5 from here to Monrovia. Whether you got home, you took back from here to Monrovia, or you took THHE from here to Monrovia, the people will have to go through everything. You got your receipt, you got all the documentation, they will review all of these things and look at the account, look at when the money was out, the projects, that whole lot of things.
And you yourself,
you can't amount to anything that cause any harm in your implementation. They will tell you congratulations, keep up, and improve. Because we're having institutions in Liberia, when they function, then we say wait for result. LCC will go investigate, charge people, send them to GSC, conduct audits. At the end of the day, you don't see what the outcome of these audits, because the people who should be auditing people or accountable to the people refusing to be audited. So the documents that they're receiving it. You just there to receive documents.
Can I help in the country?
It's not.
We just turn it around in one side.
We're lagging behind on too many things. If we knew we never wanted this institution to exist, there was no need to establish it. Because the folks there are functioning, they're doing their jobs. And they themselves want to be feeling proud to that after conducting audit, this person was in compliance, or this person was caught up into this, and this person went to because GSC also receiving huge support from other international partners. And the partners too will want to see action on some of these things that is supporting one integrated institution in Liberia, and is seeing the outcome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the team there, they are trying their best. They break auditing the president, and then they let speaker won't run away. Deputy speaker, you won't come to make yourself available. The national legislature, no, they place here, you're extra.
Yeah.
We are untouchable.
No,
that's how they see it.
The other lawmakers are now saying, audit the legislature. Audit.
They say, asking the president to mandate the GSC. You know how many times they have said that thing? Sometimes it will disrupt section. One lawmaker wake up. You can't order.
Yeah.
We very corrupt here. They get the money won't get in when you're sick, but you're talking about it, and you're eating them, you and your family. You boasting because you know the people don't have any power after sending you there to go take you from there. When election comes around.
When you hear
some of the lawmakers with high integrity, that are patriotic and nationalistic, the police are making them to look bad in the public eyes.
Yeah.
Some of these folks over there, they know so much what they're there for. They understand the cardinal function. They understand the body politics there. But some, they just see that place as a hustle ground. Where the money comes from, where they just collect it. Why are we contradicting others?
People already say like brother LFME, and they prove it to the people of the country. It's actually evident this country is rich because those monies that go in individual pockets, those money that are accounted for. Yeah, man.
Up to 6 million plus. They said they use it for security operation. And you can't question the decision of the president when it comes to security matter. But the other man, the money he took, he misappropriate. But that other money was used for the right purpose.
And we fight every year.
And you see, if you look at these things, is the reason why or it might just be some of the reasons why we find it difficult to fight corruption.
Yeah, sure.
And it's also, for instance, you'll see the criminal say about, I can take the money. I know the kind of time it would take before you put a case on me. I'll be out of here. I'll be gone. If you can be having other report from 2015, 2018, 2019, 2020, coming all the way to 2025, and we're not seeing the kind of action. So it tells the next man, he goes back, like grandpa will know how to remember back,
Yeah.
Those are some of the things they will sit and say.
And once we're not prosecuting people, we're not holding people responsible for this, for their actions. It will just be a floodgate for others to just continue the
once actions are lacking, you are showing no strength of putting measure to avoid future reoccurrence. There's no deterrent.
Last government, other people stole money. Other people lack accountability. They don't can't let government again. The same thing.
And this is it. You will find people right now, if somebody in this government, therefore now, when you are caught and being suspended waiting for trial or investigation before anything, you'll hear somebody who support this government will tell you, but when they are on 2018, 2020, what did you man?
I think it's low.
Then we want to see Liberia develop. How can Liberia develop when we got billions of dollars have gotten missing in our country history, where we have not been able to say this person we need help or that person? We need more. We need the names. We need people.
Yeah, it's too pathetic.
And that's the reason. Some of the reason you see, Ambassador, that when the other equality will be inviting people to say they're not coming there. That kind of bravery in the faces of Liberian people, struggling people, come and answer, come just for one other people, not coming here carrying straight to court. Who does that?
Our people are failing the generation
in
this country.
Yeah, we will be walking out all kind of come from holiday.
Yeah.
That's my attack over there.
Who knows? And our money is spending, At the end of the day, everything just leave as it is. We get 100 million worth of drugs that happened to this country. Not a single person was held liable.
It was because one councillor said, Councillor Augustine told, he said the court do not manufacture evidences.
Yeah.
What is before the court is based on what you deliver. That's why the court will look at. The lawyers or the judges, the jury will look at the case and they know all of the legal aspects to know whether it's actually a matter that was sufficient enough to commit somebody or to acquit that person.
And is that true? Once the evidence are not strong to hold anybody?
Because the people said they were clean. And that's why we normally say, provide the education to the people. Sometimes our people can tamper with evidences too much. So something happened on one scene, everybody run from one test it because we don't have the kind of logistics, the body equipment to detect the kind of fingerprints and all of these things, how we trace it, do all of these things. We still struggling to meet up to international standard. So we just do all sorts of things. And the issue again that we were talking about, our poor data system in the country, our database administrative agency.
No good record.
You see somebody will serve in one position, he or she leaves and another person comes, will struggle to even start. What kind of project they were working on, how far they went, who are those partners, no trace of some of these documents.
Nothing.
He's trying to wonder how. One man will take laptop, put it on the arm with all the documents inside, and he walks away.
And when you hear them big, you see them begging for these jobs when they want it.
Yeah. What a country, after every election, we almost look like we just from war.
Yeah.
All the ministry agencies, almost everybody will be starting war. You go there and say, no furniture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eh? No vehicle.
Yeah. No.
No computer, nothing. The window glasses, nothing. Got to buy new one, catching. You carry.
Generator down. No printer. Any kind of excuses, any kind of things you hear.
And they're using those things personally for more than 2, 3, 4, 5 years. 6, 7, 10 years. But when the government can't reach that time. We really need to punish somebody in the country. I think no one of our past leaders was so harsh on the citizens. They let go do, putting people on fire and squad and things because it hurts. It hurts. Yo, when Jeffy, you the only men are smart in the country. Money for the people, you take it. Or you people will sell your cyber team, your syndicate, your even money for the coffers of this country. Then you the only smart person. You know, put you, spank you somewhere, or cut right here, or do something that the next man will know that you don't want to fall victim of such a process.
Like human rights violation there now.
No man, but the put to them in that violation like too. Eh?
No, right. You got to get it through a due process.
We get the monies that are going to individual pockets. When you check it, more than billions of dollars in this country. No one want to do them or put them on fire with squad. Yeah. No one want to go to poor and quarter people there. The next day, you know, probably yeah. They just can't tell you from the case, so quarter you bring it back. When you go in the office, you know what you do the next time. It's bad. Look at how citizens are impoverished. People are suffering. You in riches, but you go to bed hungry. Eh? Who does that? What is so? We will sit and we'll buy more other countries. What the leaders are even trying to work for their citizens. Look at I watched something in April trial. Imagine said projects that were initiated in the country. He want to see it. He travel in the villages. He want to see and talk with the people then, those beneficiaries. You see that? But we just sit down and want things to just happen. Oh, when you turn the radio on, all big mouth, loud talking, promises to the people. But none of those things are fulfilled. What kind of country is so? Eh? They want to do that is human rights violations. You know, people dying because of their actions. People are dying. Eh? People are homeless. People are sick. Go to GFK, go to other hospitals.
And Ambassador Vi, just imagine. Yes, your acting chairman for LTA. You acting corruption scandal on you.
Yeah.
So if they are giving you that position permanently.
And LTA, all they said there be several issues on there. That the president violated their turning issues, he put in the positions, and the Lord put told them from there up to now, they are not even come to any conclusion yet. Only like what the party can happen to.
Look, Mr. President, if you're listening this morning, request for audit that was done, your copy that should be delivered to you per day. 2014 Act of GST. Request, send the legislators, they don't want to take it to you. Request for aid.
When you go there, go on and say, I want a document, you're giving me. Answering nobody.
Even from the past government. So those who collected and did not give it to the past president, former President George Weah, and he took it and put it in the dustbin, and our lawmakers, they got a copy of it. You can still ask the GST to give you copy of it. All those copies are safe.
If I said, how many of those documents they put at the election are not hard for this country? How many? Because we don't see things working out. We don't see things working.
But when you got people who are bold and fearless working, when they have documents, people will say expose them. That's some of the exposure we've seen here.
Yeah.
So the people who conducting the audit, when they give it, the man giving you cap, the man go check. He bringing a paper to you. You think he will not keep his copy? He didn't have the also my go sign contract with WFP said for food distributions, and they said they all had copy or the contract that was signed.
Yeah, look there, look at that, look at that. Jesus Christ.
0775-919-919, 080-919-919. We want Nigeria to get better, but if we want Nigeria to be developed, money that should develop or money that should build the capacity of the human in the country being allegedly stolen on a daily basis. And so all of these things, how do we do it? We have had corruption allegations hanging over people for years.
Yeah.
Some of them left government, some of them stay around, some of them stay serving, some of them in the private sector, some of them out of this country, some of them have died, and we did not get a dime out of them. But we want that brother to be developed.
How?
Good morning.
Good morning, Woody.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. I really appreciate you people for the manner in which you have provided for this country's well-being. But you know what? One thing I should say is that our leaders, they are not ready for our people.
Yeah.
Step back, have all these documents, those sensitive documents, they have to keep on it at check offices, and the next election comes, they fool around with a lot of few cups, and then we jump out under the rain and the sun and get them back into power. So they think it's a continuity. How can they make you on a jet of acting? So therefore, any reason they have made you proper. I believe that you're going to break the entire NTA down.
Yeah.
So we Liberians, we are asking our president that we voted for. So stay strong or tall. So let the guys know that there was what we promised the Liberian people. We did, for the fact when you look around today, look in the street. Look, the people faces will tell you that things are very tough. That one man with their pocket millions of dollars, and people are in the corridor and nothing comes for all of it. How can we speak to such issue every time again? And you guys are doing your very best, and I must appreciate you people doing and far, and we ask God hands of the divine favor to protect you people through all. Because some of these things we have to speak of it, they appear in the form like people are being paid and just speaking, against their deeds that they are doing under the cover. But we ask God that the country will come to the red footing and let God be our guardian and let God want to be able to deliver. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, my name is Fayad Davis. I'm from Waka.
Okay.
Yeah, the two ambassadors are drinking this morning. You see, I want to step in the country. And let me tell you, my brother, if people are in the legislature, all of the corruption, the permanent account, the reason of them having the document, because when they count them, when people are committing the crime, their hand was there to cover them. I'm not lying to you, my brother. Their hand was there.
Yeah, allegedly now.
Again, a small little thing, they say, oh, I know when king comes, I don't want you to push me. And one of the problems really that they might have the money, the far as government official that they sent to court, up to now we don't know what happening to that court. We the Liberian people, we don't even know what happened.
The case is ongoing, but they're asking for the case to be dismissed. They must drop because of immunity.
For what? And the case go because we want to know, because some of all about the case so we can know what really happening. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's talk to the callers on the line. Good morning.
I'm pretty sure I was calling from the post to be president or president for around the first point.
You're welcome.
You're thanking this morning for the show. The only way the corruption and the legislature will minimize except the part of the constitution gave the legislature the power to have their own rules or a regulation in that particular legislature. Because men will wake up and say, yeah, let's follow the law. Then, in doing that, you got to get number. They will say, let's put it into vote. So who will be able to say, yes, let's wait. And they know within steps that they are already put their hand in the cookie jar and they know what they did over there. And they have a lot of property around here. Even if it's your fact, you see a lot of property. So it will be very high to rewrite the constitution to different. Not so. Whatsoever laws that will be able to continue about corruption in that state, we will continue to hear it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good morning.
Are you still calling for two minutes?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to tell the president thank you for listening. Because we have been always trying the president saying, oh, the measure takes steps. I didn't know the measure takes steps. Now people, all of people complain say, it's too late. No, nothing is too late. Anything is too late. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, you know, that's you have the kind of mixed views and opinion because, yeah, you know, when you sit at a certain position and people, when there's an outcry of people action and the people expect you to take decision instantly, sometimes it don't work like that. As leader, you gotta be careful because you might just be violating somebody's right or damaging somebody's character. That give those authorities that will investigate these people for these alleged acts that were committed until before the president managed to take action. So sometimes we got to understand it that way. But the president at times will not dismiss or suspend people based on rumor.
Yeah.
It might be concrete and substantial enough like a wheel water before some of actions are taken. So, but we expect to hear these things that people think that somebody else, people speak out of frustration because they have seen in the past some of these things, somebody reports where all people did nothing about it, and you campaign massively that you will fight it, you will make sure that it will not be as usual, and when they see these reports in the public and hear some of these things and they see action not being taken, then you hear them say, but at the same old people will brought back.
Hey, continue to exist.
Yeah.
And I do not have remorse.
No, but the people think that.
And like everybody don't know whether these things are true.
People think that the guy. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, now. This is me different and I went for council this morning. And the way you're doing this country, I continue to say, only God will pay people. And thank God that the woman is listening. Because yesterday, people cry here and there, whole 6 years, nobody was suspended for the kind of thing. Right? So now it might be slow, like you guys say. Maybe some of the report can go to the woman very late. But it's a listening person. Thank God for the step you're taking. And I hope under the administration, you will lay the foundation that your country is going to be a better place. Because in about come by to support the foundation, the brother will know you. Thank you so much for working with that brother. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. 0775 919 919 080 919 919. You know, the numbers you can call us on to be part of the conversation. And we are certainly here in this one, whatever you are. Okay, let's talk to Councillor Peter Bonatella. Good morning, sir.
Look,
as I told you all before, it's an inborn tendency that we have for a protracted period of time that will take time to get out of us. The action by the president, even if COC is here, is a strong action because the individual involved is somebody that is not stranger to the president. So if he can nick somebody who read by him, it means that he's strong-minded in making decisions. So the coach just be patient. And they had a lot of negative to say before elections, and it haven't been there that long. We ain't going 1.5 years yet, so that time will evolve until people will see his actions. Thank you.
Thank you as well for making a point this morning. Let's talk to this caller on the line. Good morning. You live?
Thank you for the information, man. Every day, everyone will come on the show and discuss the issue very high, very complex stuff.
Okay. Let's hear from one of the callers. 0775 919 919 0880 919 919. The members, you can certainly call us on to be part of the conversation on this wonderful, wonderful day. Welcome, wherever you are. We are looking at, the issue of fighting corruption into our country, the issue of a lot of audit reports have been. A lot of audits have been conducted over the period of time by the General Auditing Commission, submitting copies or the report to the National Legislature and a copy to the President's office. And with slow action, whether he's receiving them or not, we need to know. Good morning. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this is Chetan calling from Prince Camp. I want to give a big thanks to the President for the step that he is taking. We don't have to mind what people will say, but do what you think is best. Because there are a lot of things you do, good things people will talk, you do what people will talk. So do the thing that you know will benefit the Liberian. I thank you.
Thank you as well. Let's talk to other callers. You're live.
Morning, Howard. I'm Harrison and Vancouver. And I'm calling you from I will be something I want to say about
something
I want to talk about what I heard from the Labour Ministry. We are suffering in this country. Neither we who serve are less security. But then the people have already paid us because the money they get on the claim, we don't get enough. They carry the money and just pay on us. So I'm asking the owner of the Labour Minister to please send his agent to all the Bureau security sites to find out. Thank you.
Okay, let's talk to our callers. You're live.
Good morning, Jane, my son of and let me say, people we cannot those following the broadcast. Unfortunately, it's homogeneous. And I come in this morning from my big mother beside the district too. Thank you for the talking point. And some of us we supported this related party on the basis of change. And we are the people when the government make some so we don't see the chance to be talking that the people are feeling. And then we saw for the past year now, most of our disputes here by the top of finance minister with no action. So some of us have extended the president that these are some of the same elements that were in the CDC causing the movement for the CDC. So the president has listed a specific individual as a LACC report of corruption and mismanagement and only on account. Therefore, we must applaud the president for taking such a decision, though for affiliated. And this is a Liberia that we envision. Corruption should be our enemy. We should not annihilate our public because but all should take accurate investment.
The line is bad. You come in Birkin, the line is bad, but we hope that, you know, the president is busy and other officials of government are taking the necessary steps to make sure that they are in line with the best financial practices that will help develop our country, and people must be able to answer for the stewardship when they are given a chance to serve. The cultural impunity. But when you, and then the very thing like Liberian people, you hear, you know, wanting to have justice served, wanting to see people prosecuted for alleged corruption and all of these things, are the very same people who will say, and by the time one person is asked to come answer, somebody say it's politically motivated. The man from our party, he stole on behalf of the party. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, you go ahead.
This is Moses Koya from Ghana. I just want to ask the Jara, why is it I didn't see the woman to talk to the woman, what did they come to the woman, the bad woman, but the Jara pays, that's put on the water pays, and the water pays, and the Jara pays. Would you only put the woman to the bad pays,
no, the council, the council can talk
the
to
Omega advisors.
The Omega advisor, but besides that, Councilor Jara is not the president who will go to talk to the president and come back in the public and say, well, sometimes maybe some of these actions are behind the same recommendation. You know, the people are long friends and all of these things. So let wait and see. But that's a good one. That's a good one because he's one person who are serving government and in key and strategic position as well. But all of these things, you know, everybody will bring it to the public. Now, oh, I talked to the president not listening. Yeah. So like I'm saying, we call for prosecution of people that are, you know, are alleged to be involved or reported to be involved in the corruption. And when these people are called to answer, then we, the very people like you, will go there, we say earlier that we want the person to be prosecuted. When they collect the person and formally charge the person, then we go there and say, oh, let's crack.
One thing we ask of you, one thing that we
The people are into selling Mary Maga tea medicine all over in Lofa, Nimba, and all of Bon counties. The people finally now settle down in Motorado County. They Mary Maga tea medicine here. People in Lofa, people in Bon counties have been buying the Mary Maga tea medicine. People with terrible sicknesses, and most of them have been healed and been giving testimony about the Mary Maga tea medicine and how good it is. Finally, the people now settle down in Motorado County here. In Motorado County here, Morovia, Liberia, the people, when you go to Bonafan, opposite Makumba Bindu tissue factory, right beyond the block factory, you will see the people office that they Mary Maga hot tea people. They're going to be sending the Mary Maga hot tea to you. And if you want to buy this Mary Maga hot tea medicine, that's small money. The whole week, 7 days dose is just 5,600 LD. If you buy the medicine here, you take all of the dose, my sister, my brother, all of the sicknesses you've been suffering with gonna be cured. This medicine they call Mary Maga hot tea can take away or kill all kinds of sicknesses, and some of the sicknesses that the Mary Maga hot tea medicine can kill are typhoid fever. Every time you feel it cold in your body, you feel
you call the chair for walk transport, then you go, you carry report. Wild line. You left for power, then you call it. They when it comes to power, they will prosecute people. They will do the same thing. They have to carry other people to solve it. They will, you know. And this is it.
The country.
But it will get better. But
yeah,
it can only get better with the collective efforts of all of us. Not about politics. You know. You owe it to this country. You might have your political party, yeah, but Liberia first. You were first born as a Liberian. Before you grew up to an age that you made a decision and said, I want to be a member of this party, I want to associate with this group, or not to. So, party and the way we do ourselves will not develop Liberia. We all have to collectively put our hands on that and get the job done. Let's fight corruption and do not see it as something political. You should always make sure you call for impartial investigation into cases that government will take charge of, and you watch it from a distance with patience. That tomorrow, if you are coming out to take the political side of it, that you can point to evidences. But if you will just preempt, you be too judgmental and say, and what I know, government lying on the people to concluding. But you want the same government to fight corruption. With that said, that's how we draw the curtains on the edition of the Morning Ride. Many thanks to all of you for watching, sharing, and leaving your comments as well. It's been a wonderful Tuesday morning. Our folks from Mary McGuire for Life Eating Center International in Bernard Farm, they were here with us 8 o'clock this morning. And we continue the discussion on tomorrow, fighting Liberia, getting Liberia where it is to be as the oldest African nation. I'm Wiki Brooks.
And I'm Nathaniel Farm. Check it out.
And thanks so much.
We understood that your post has a young connection with you. Yeah, the only people who can associate that post with fire are people who are ignorant and not well researched. When you have a mindset, you try to develop anything to that mindset. So you go in with a preliminary mindset that you got to be Kofa, so anything Kofa say will be included. Call me for what? When? No, I don't see no call for no police IG. Tell him not to call me.
Why should he call you?